any given Friday night, Indiana County Young Life is going to send leaders into our local high school football games in order to win the friendship of lost high school kids.
Laughter is the only thing that'll keep you sane in this world that's dying more and more every.
Friday night football games are a place where two worlds collide, where the lost world of high school kids and the world of respectable adults meet. And if you dare to glance over, if you can look past the smiles and temporary happiness, you may see the hurt in the lives of these kids.
Coming from broken homes, hurting from relationships of their friends, longing to be a part of a community that actually cares about them and loves them. If you dare to glance over, you may see the hurt of these lost kids longing for truth and someone to follow, someone who will lead them to life and joy and away from the pain and hurt in their lives.
As long as high school kids are showing up to these football games,
hanging out with their friends and seeking love in all the wrong places. As long as high school kids come to the games with broken hearts from broken families.
as long as high school kids come to games drinking from broken systems in life through alcohol, drugs, and sex.
I want to be found there. We want to be there. Not in the adult section where it is respectable and controlled.
I want to be right in the middle where profanity is shouted.
Where broken kids are longing for attention and to be loved.
As long as there is an enemy convincing kids that tomorrow doesn't matter and eternity doesn't exist.
I want to be there, right in the middle, where God has positioned me to show and share His grace.
As long as the darkness is blasted away by the light of the world.
And Young Life leaders will be there to desire to show up in this world to the last play and the lights go out.
Young Life leaders want to be right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of the student sections, right in the middle of the crowds, right in the middle of the kids. And I know it can look weird for 20-something-year-old leaders hanging out with 15 and 16-year-old guys and girls, but we want to be there. We want to be right in the middle of it. And I can still remember when I was in high school seeing my leader in the middle of student section, hanging out with the guys and just laughing and having a good time. And I saw something different in his life. And that's what we want to do. We want to be someone different in their life. You know, these kids sell for cheap imitations in life. If you can look past, some of these fake smiles they put on, you can see the brokenness in their lives. And we want to build these relationships and be there and be their friends. And from these friendships, have the opportunity of sharing with them the promise of grace in Jesus Christ.
I remember going down in the lunchroom and seeing our Young Life leader at a table with some of the upperclassmen I knew and just not really understanding why he'd want to spend his lunch with us. But I also remember being kind of disappointed when we didn't see him in the lunchroom. And having him there every day for lunch made a huge difference to us, that he would spend his time with us every day, and we just really got to know him. Remembering that makes me want to do that with the kids I'm working with in Young Life, and I really hope that I can have the impact on them that my leader had on me.
Underneath the sky so blue, I want you to live forever.
One night I got a letter from my Young Life leader, and he told me how precious I was to God and how much God loved me. That letter helped me to see the gospel in a way that I had never seen it before, and for the first time I saw Christ's love really clearly. That's my prayer for the kids I'm working with, that God would use me to show them His love in a way that will change them forever, and that they will never be the same after they encounter the love of Jesus.
After spending time with my leader, he had the opportunity to share with me the greatest news ever told, and the truth about grace and about Jesus Christ, and I was never the same. And that's what we desire to happen here in Indiana County and with Young Life, that we build real relationships with these kids, that we show up and we're in their lives, and that we have the opportunity through those relationships and through those friendships to share with them the greatest news that they could ever hear, and the greatest news that they could ever know, and to see them be changed forever. That they'll never be the same, that the brokenness that they come into this relationship with us with, the hurt in their life, that Jesus can heal that and change them and change their lives forever, and we believe that. And we want to see these kids go from death to life and from the power of Satan to God, and that their lives will be changed forever and that they'll never be the same.
But these are the places that we want to be, and these are the places that we will go, because in these places a young life leader will show up, and friendship will be won, and trust is given.
It is in these places where we will be to begin the friendship that will last a lifetime, and for the opportunity to share with these kids the truth of Jesus Christ.
We want to be there, in their lives, in more than just football games, but basketball games, school plays, band concerts, and any place where kids are. We want to be there, in their lives, and when the lights go down and the pain is revealed, we want to be with them side by side, every step of the way, and to love them to the truth.
So if you look over to the student section at these games, I hope that soon or even now you'll see young life leaders in the midst of this broken world, in the midst of the pain, brokenness, broken homes, broken innocence, broken hearts, and broken lives.
Young life leaders will show up, and we want to be there and right in the middle of it.
I want